What is up, guys? My name's iirix, and today I want to share with you my Grimgrin Born EDH deck. Zombie tribal for the most part. There are some things that aren't, but they seemed like a good idea to put in at the time. This is a deck I have not yet played, but I have done test draws, and it does fairly well there. Really do not know how it will fare against an opponent, though. But I will find out very soon. I'll get back to you guys. For anybody who's curious, I will definitely make some changes and post an updated version for anybody who gives me a like. You know, let me know you want to see the updated version. So let's get into it. Grimgrin Born is a blue-black zombie warrior, 5/5. When it comes into play, or when he enters the battlefield tapped and doesn't untap during your untap step. I know I butchered that sentence. Sacrifice another creature, untap Grimgrin, and put a +1/+1 counter on him. Whenever Grimgrin attacks, destroy target creature defending player controls, then put a +1/+1 counter on him. So he gets bigger, he does some damage, and he removes stuff. And seeing as how I'm sacrificing a bunch of things to untap him, that kind of benefits me as well. So it kind of goes along the guidelines of my Sovereign deck in that it sacrifices a lot of stuff, but I'm also using him to hack away through combat damage. Just turning him sideways and go! So, there's my Grimgrin. Let's take a look at the deck. Start out, oh my god, just like I said, it's not 100% strict tribal, but I tried to stick to it. I got a Parasitic Strix. Seemed like it'd be a good idea in here, because black permanent, gee, I wonder where I'll ever find a black permanent to play. Comes into play, if you control black permanent, it drains them for 2 life. And at the very least, it's 2/2 flyer. Got Clever Impersonator, which will copy usually guys that are draining life. I'll point them out later. Clone, same thing. I'll point them out later. Stitcher Geralf, Pongify, Rapid Hybridization, Ponder, Brainstorm, Dictate of Crufix, Careful Consideration, Concentrate, Foresee, Jace's Ingenuity, and then basic lands. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 islands. And a Minamo, School at Water's Edge. Untap target legendary permanent. Yes, please. Black section of the deck, we have, obviously it's going to be more of the deck than the blue is, but Carrion Feeder, Withered Wretch, Geralf's Messenger, Blood Artist. Right there is why I have the clones. Blood Artist. I have every possible creature in the deck that drains life when something dies in this deck. It's almost like I'm trying to sacrifice things. Zulaport Cutthroat. That's 2. Gnawing Zombie. Death Baron. Oh yeah, I also have Zombie Lords because makes zombie tokens. Lord of the Undead. Cemetery Reaper. Phyrexian Crusader. Gutless Ghoul, Phyrexian Ghoul, Nantuko Husk, Fleshbag Marauder, Undead War Chief, Liliana's Reaver, Gravedigger, Infectious Horror, Falconwrath Noble, Vengeful Dead, Phyrexian Delver, Noxious Ghoul, getting messy over here, Ghoul Caller Gisa, Nested Ghoul, Sidisi, Undead Vizier, Gempalm Polluter, kind of hard to see that one, Grixis Slave Driver, leave it there for a second, you guys can read it. Let's see, Malfield Twins, Malfeld, I don't know. When it dies, you get 2 black 2/2 zombie tokens. That's what's important. Twisted Abomination, Butcher of Malakir, Hero's Downfall, Phyrexian Arena, Underworld Connections, Grave Pact, Curse of Shallow Graves, Moan of the Unhallowed, Dictate of Erebos, Call to the Grave, and Empty the Pits. Getting into swamps, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 swamps. Then a barren moor, because I sometimes, instead of a swamp or a plains, I'll throw in a cycle land. Multicolor cards, we have Mortis Strider, something I'm kind of, I don't know. Yet something that comes back, but I'm iffy on it. Might not make the cut after a couple games. Diagraph Captain, more zombie dies, target opponent loses life. Glenalandra Liege. Vela the Nightclad, my 6th one that when a creature dies, each opponent loses a life, or target opponent at least. Dreadship Reef, Temple of Deceit. Watervale Cavern, Jawar Isle Refuge, however you want to say it. Tainted Isle, Dimir Aqueduct, Dimir Guildgate, Salt Marsh, Frost Marsh, Creeping Tar Pit, Sunken Ruins, and some artifacts. Got a Brass Herald. It's a makeshift lord. Choose a creature type. Creature chosen type get +1/+1, and it does other things. You know, it's kind of nice. It's mostly in here because it gives +1/+1 to creatures I choose. Zombies. Druidic Satchel, Sword of the Peruns, Door of Destinies, Obelisk of Erd, and I just realized I don't have Coat of Arms. That should probably be in here too. Terramorphic Expanse, Evolving Wilds, and a Temple of the False God. So, the deck, I know I already said it more than once, it's all about using, let's pull out these guys too, using these, when a creature dies, they take damage, lose life, whichever. You know, let's pull out them clones too. These clones are an important part of it as well. So, the whole idea is if I can't kill you through my creatures dying and making you bleed, I will try to use the lords and swing at you. Now, I'm not sure how good of a strategy this will be, but I think it's going to be fun. I haven't played the deck at all yet, so I don't know. I could be wrong. But here I have 6 creatures that when something of mine dies, they lose life. Kind of got glare on Vela, but Vela the Nightclad is there. And let's say I can't sacrifice creatures. For whatever reason, my stuff's not dying. I still have 8 different ways to power up my zombie army. On top of that, I have 2 clones in the deck to be any of these I might need or any of these I might need. I think it's going to be a fun deck, but I don't know yet. Haven't played it. I literally just finished building the deck 2 days ago. I sleeved it up, did some test draws, and I definitely feel like it's going to be a good deck. Hard to say right now, though. But anyway, maybe it'll turn into a Vela the Nightclad. Anyway, guys, that's my Grimgrin Corpseborn deck. You guys like that deck? You want to see more of my decks? Or check out some of the ones I've already put up online. I got plenty of videos of decks, both EDH. I got some casual decks I'm going to throw up there. A few modern decks. I'm trying to starting to get into modern just a little bit, because I figure if I'm going to spend money on standard and it rotates out, maybe I should go spend money on modern cards, because they'll last longer. Their value will stay up a little bit longer, you know. I don't know. Got some modern decks. I'm going to put up a couple more standard decks. I just made a dark Jeskai deck. I'll throw that up there at some point. If it isn't already up there, I should say. Oh, excuse me. And some casual decks. 60-card casual decks that are just fun. Like, I have a Squirrel deck. I mean, how do you get more casual than Squirrel Tribal? It's just a fun deck. Throw up some more of those. So, if you guys want to see any of my decks at all, leave a like. Give me a comment. What do you think of my Grimgrin deck? What would you like to see? What do you think I should put in? What would you like to see me take out? I mean, I'm pretty sure I got an idea of one of the first cards that had come out. Probably Parasitic Strix. I don't know. You know, I do know I should get Oversold Cemetery for the deck. Probably an attrition to trigger the killing stuff. Losing creatures to drain their life. Let's see what else. Endless Ranks of the Dead. I should get that. I believe that's the enchantment that takes the zombies I have and puts a counter into play for half the ones I have, rounded down. I should also get, I think it's Army of the Damned, 13 zombie tokens. So I've already got some ideas for what to do with the deck, but I'm going to play it first, see how it does, because I actually don't have those cards yet, otherwise I'd already have them in. going to go buy those and, you know, give that a try. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.